All right, so this house working on L. Came over to rewire. Well, actually wired a relay in for the line lock to the trans brake button. Last race we were at, the car was rocking it and turning off the top bulb. We don't want that, especially the way we race. We don't deep stage. Well, Adriel doesn't deep stage when he index races. And we don't deep stage at all. We don't bump. Like, we want the car to sit. That's where we want it to sit. We don't want it rocking. Nobody's saying we jumped or some nonsense on the backside race. But anyways, knocked that out. So now the line lock activates with the trans brake. Wired the trans cooler fan to the ignition switch over the fuel pump switch. We didn't like it. We wanted to be able to cool that thing down in the pits, even though fluid's not going to be flowing through it. We want that cooler itself to be lower temp while we're hanging out in the pits. So now, pretty much wiring-wise, the car's how we want it. Came over to do that. Adriel was changing trans fluid. Was filling up fluid. I went start the car, put it in gear so we could check the fluid, shut it off so he could add some fluid or do whatever. And I noticed temp gauge was bink at max. And I'm like, that's not right. We didn't fuck with any of that wiring. And I was like, I know I didn't run, I didn't fuck with any of that wiring. So my curious mind was like, went to pull the gauge. Asshole who wired this car didn't leave enough wires to pull the gauges out of the dash. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this dash. It's pretty cool. That's kind of cool. It's simple. It's just a piece of carbon fiber. So I was like, well, fuck this. I cut wires. I extended wires. I made it so you can actually work on that fucking thing now, right? Now I'm testing the gauge, and I'm like, what the fuck? The signal I'm getting is no good. So I'm like, I finally put it together, and I'm like, Adriel, your sender's no good. Shit's fucked. Then I come out here to check the trans fluid because the dipstick isn't mounted anywhere because it's not really long enough to mount where we would like it. So it just kind of hangs out back here. And then I find this little guy right here. And this little guy right here. We're barely hanging on for their dear life. So thank you, Adriel. While you were checking the trans fluid and everything, you ripped that. And I ripped half your dash apart trying to fix a problem that wasn't even there.